Get fired up, Bucks fans! Every time the Pirates steal this season, Valvoline Instant Oil Change's Steal a Base, Steal a Deal is officially in play. Every stolen base means you score a steal of your own, $25 off your next premium oil change. So let's cheer on Bucko base stealing this season to save on a winning oil change. Hey, it's just Valvoline Instant Oil Change's way of reminding you it's good to steal if you're a Pirate. Valvoline Instant Oil Change, proud partner of the Pittsburgh Pirates.
The Cardinals win all 4 games of the series as they win today 10-5. Let's take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard. It's brought to you by AHN, official medical provider of the Pirates, caring for you through every win, every loss, and every moment in between. And the Brewers are winning 9-1 over the Diamondbacks in the 6th inning in Milwaukee. A's trail at home 2-1 to the Royals in the 2nd inning. And the Tigers have beaten the Braves 5-2 in Atlanta. The Orioles a 10-3 home win over the Astros. The Phillies beat the Giants 3-2. Chase Sugart wins in relief for Philadelphia. And the Reds also win again. They're 20-11 as they win 6-4 over the Rockies. The Reds come to town tomorrow night. And the Nationals a 5-4 win at the Mets today. And again, 10-5, the Cardinals win the finale. Pirates did not get a stolen base today. And that means when the Pirates steal a base in a game this season, you steal a deal at Valvoline Instant Oil Change for $25 off your next premium oil change. It's Valvoline Instant Oil Change's way of reminding you it's good to steal if you're a Pirate. We'll take you back through the game coming up next right here on the Pirates Radio Network, presented by Iron City and IC Light.
At AHN Sports Medicine, we know ballers. Baseballers, basketballers, footballers, pickleballers, even bocce ballers. We also know that no two ballers are alike, which is why at AHN Sports Medicine, we use the latest research, equipment, and technologies to build your personalized plan. No matter how hard you want to ball, we see you. Call 412-DOCTORS to get expert care from AHN, the official medical provider of your Pittsburgh Pirates.
In Pittsburgh, we don't just show up. We show pride. From the steel mills to the stands. We are Pittsburgh. Pittsburghers drink local. Pittsburghers have been drinking Iron City since 1861. Cold, smooth, built for our city. Through every inning, every season, every generation. Our city, our team, our beer. Drink Iron City beer.
10-5, the Cardinals are winners today. They win all 4 games of the series. And let's take a look at the highlights now. And the Cardinals led throughout. First batter of the game, J.J. Weatherholt, homered off Paul Skeens. And then 3 batters later, Jordan Walker would hit a 2-run home run off Skeens. That gave the Cardinals a 3-0 lead. And it was a 5-1 lead by St. Louis. After Skeens departed through his 5 innings, he walked none and struck out 9. And then the Pirates would inch their way closer on a 2-out hit by Brian Reynolds in the bottom of the 5th. Here's a 3-2 pitch. Swinging a ball line to left down the line. Church going for it, and he has to play it on a hop. It'll bound away from him. Both runs will score. Reynolds in easily at second. It's a 2-out, 2-strike, 2-run double for Brian Reynolds. 5-3 St. Louis. And so the Pirates trying to mount a comeback and get 1 game of the series in the 7th inning. It would be Brandon Lau facing the left-handed Jojo Romero. Pirates down 2 here in the 7th. Here's a 1-2 swing fly ball. This one's hit away back and gone. Home run for Brandon Lau. He homers off the lefty. Home run number 8. And the Pirates within a run. It's 5-4. And so it looked like maybe the Pirates would crawl back into this one and get the finale, but the Cardinals would come back with 5 runs in the top of the 8th inning off Matson and Davinsky and go on to win 10-5. The Cardinals with a 4-game series sweep of the Pirates. We'll preview tomorrow's action as the Reds come to town and give you the final numbers right after this here on the Pirates Radio Network, presented by Iron City and IC Light.
As the official bank of the Pittsburgh Pirates, PNC knows that everyone gets excited about different parts of baseball. Some fans love home runs. PNC likes a well-executed sacrifice bunt. Others love sliding catches. PNC prefers pop-ups caught with 2 hands. But everyone loves getting discounts on tickets and merchandise with the Pittsburgh Pirates PNC Bank Visa debit card. Learn more at pnc.com/Pirates card. PNC Bank, brilliantly boring since 1865. PNC Bank, National Association, member FDIC. Visa is a registered trademark of Visa International Service Association and used under license.
While you sleep, there are people you've never met who are working hard to make your morning. People who get up at ungodly hours to make sure you get the information you want. People who dedicate their lives to make yours better while you sleep. These people come together during the Big K Morning Show with Larry Richert, 5:30 to 10 in the morning, to make sure you have the best news, traffic, and weather to start your day. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Pirates games are the perfect events to create new memories with any type of group, from clients to colleagues, sports teams, schools, family, and friends. Pirate group tickets offer a wide variety of seating and pricing options to fit any group need. All group tickets of 15 or more people come with loaded value, food and beverage, and merchandise credit loaded on each ticket to use the day of the game. Learn more at pirates.com/groups.
Hi, this is Greg Brown, and I'm here with Joe Stefka from NSS Life. You know, life insurance is about protecting the people you love and building a future that matters.
You're right, Greg. At NSS Life, we deliver trusted financial protection and long-term security for families across the country.
Protect your family and secure your future with NSS Life.
NSS Life, where family matters.
Back with you for a final wrap here from PNC Park. All Cardinals in this series. They win today 10-5 for St. Louis. 10 runs, 14 hits and errors, 7 left. Cardinals are 18-13. For the Pirates, 5 runs on 7 hits and error and 8 men left. The Pirates are 16-16. The winner is Gordon Graceffo in relief. He is 2-0, and the loss to Paul Skeens, he is 4-2. Time of the game, 3 hours, 5 minutes, 12,143 here this afternoon. And so the Pirates will stay home and continue the homestand, looking for win number 1. It'll be Mitch Keller. He was on the mound the last time the Pirates won. It'll be Brady Singer for the Reds, opening up a 3-game series. We'll have it for you at 6:20 tomorrow night for Pirates pregame. It's a 6:45 first pitch here from PNC Park. Thanks again to Doran Check, our producer engineer, with us here in the booth, and to Mike Kravitz back in our network control center. And for my partner Bob Walk, my name is Joe Block. Repeating the final score here today, the Cardinals win 10-5 right here on the Pirates Radio Network.
For generations, you've listened to us in your kitchen, catching baseball games on your front porch, and ending your day as your bedtime buddy. Now, you can watch us every day on your TV with our new KDKA Radio YouTube page, or by clicking on KDKARadio.com. It's presented by Metropolitan Windows. Same great content, more live visuals. The voice of Pittsburgh, 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
Join the Pirates for Youth Baseball and Softball Days at PNC Park, presented by Sheets, as we celebrate the exceptional talents of young players from across Western PA. Embrace the community spirit by donning your team jersey and taking part in the festivities at the game. Be among the first 1,000 players to sign up, and you can participate in a pregame warning track salute. To see all of the 2026 Youth Baseball and Softball Days, visit pirates.com/youthbaseball or pirates.com/youthsoftball.
This is going to do it. This game is over. Should be the ball game.
You've been listening to Pirates Baseball on the Pirates Radio Network. Today's game on the Pirates Radio Network has been brought to you by Allegheny Health Network, official medical provider of the Pittsburgh Pirates. Caring for you through every win, loss, and every moment in between. The Pennsylvania Lottery. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Sheets, the official convenience store of the Pittsburgh Pirates. Why the Sheets not? Get a snack after the game. Pittsburgh Brewing Company. Pittsburgh Brewing, makers of Iron City and Icy Light. Ford, the official truck of the Pittsburgh Pirates. NSS Life. For low-cost insurance and high-yielding annuities, it's NSS Life, where family matters. SeatGeek, the official ticket marketplace of the Pittsburgh Pirates. Highmark Health. Highmark is proud to support Pirates everywhere, from home base to home away from home, because life. Highmark, Blue Cross Blue Shield. Giant Eagle, official supermarket of the Pittsburgh Pirates. And by PNC. PNC, brilliantly boring since 1865. You've been listening to Pirates Baseball on the Pirates Radio Network.
KDKA and KDKA-FM HD2 Pittsburgh. W261AX Pittsburgh.
Always live on the free Odyssey app.
The ball game is over, and this game is over. And the ball game is over.
Now, it's time for your reaction on the Pirates Fan Reaction Show. The Og Murphy and Prikoski Fan Reaction Show is presented by Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration and is brought to you by Bellman Electric, Sir Grout, Hampton Beer Outlet, Guardian Protection, NJM Insurance, Keystone Custom Apparel, Veteran Basement Waterproofing, Zero Res Commercial Cleaning, and Og Murphy and Prikoski Law Firm. We're all in.
And this will do it, and the ball game is over.
The Fan Reaction Show is on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
And a very pleasant good evening. Paul Alexander with you on the Og Murphy and Prikoski Reaction Show presented by Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration. Og Murphy and Prikoski, we are all in. Pirates have kind of hit the skids here. That's their 5th loss in a row. They get swept at home by the Cardinals 4 straight games. The one thing that was a little bit different, the first 3 games, the Pirates actually out-hit the Cardinals in all 3. Now today, and they were eventually outscored. Today they were both out-hit and outscored. So I don't know if that makes it any easier to take or not. But the bottom line, they lose 10-5. And they'll be looking for answers because they had their stud on the hill today that was the guy that was supposed to stop this kind of thing. But we go to a man that knows far more than I, and that is Bob Walk, who was a brilliant color analyst on the broadcast today. And Walk, you're going to hit skids like this. It's a marathon, not a sprint. But the Pirates can't seem to get anything right during this little stretch, can they?
No, this series against St. Louis certainly didn't go the way I thought it might. You're looking back 4 days ago, they just took 2 out of 3 in Milwaukee, coming home and playing well, in and out of even first place a couple of times. Very competitive division, obviously. But yeah, I didn't see this happening. And even today, going into today, with Skeens out there, Skeens I thought would be maybe a little extra sharp, maybe a little extra strong anyway, because he had an extra day off. He was very well rested, and he just didn't seem to be himself. He did strike out a bunch of guys, so I'll give him that. But he threw a ton of pitches through 5 innings. I think he got up over 100 pitches. First time he's done that since last August. And gave up the leadoff home run, which always, gets you to kind of your eyes open up and go, oh, well, what is that? Because you don't ever. He gave up 2 home runs all year, and he gave up 2 home runs first 4 hitters of the game. So it was different for him. And as you just pointed out, it didn't seem to matter a whole lot because we couldn't hit anyway. We didn't get a whole lot of hits. And we did get some help there in the middle part of the game, a lot of base on balls, but. I guess that kind of kept us in. Reynolds got a big, 2 RBI double down the line, which helped get us right back into the ball game and keep us close. But that certainly wasn't enough.
No, and correct me here if this doesn't make any sense, but I've always heard that, when you're going to face a really good pitcher, you better get him early because if you don't, you won't. Is there any truth to that? Because they certainly were ready and they did get him early.
Well, I think really good pitchers by nature don't give up a lot of runs. So if you tag a couple on them in the first couple innings, chances are the fact that they are a top elite type pitcher means that they're going to shut you out for the next 5-6 innings. And so if you do get them on the ropes early in a game, you like to complete the punch and get them knocked out. So now you don't have to deal with this guy now that you've pissed him off. So, you know what I mean? So that's kind of, I think, where that saying comes from, that you would like to, the real elite type pitchers, if you do start scoring on them early, try to finish the job because it might be all you get for a while if you don't get it done.
Now, the Pirates are certainly getting their share of hits in those first 3 games, but as you pointed out, they strand 11 runners yesterday, and they just could not get the hit you need, the clutch hit, the run-scoring hit. But
we
know,
also been hitting a lot of ground balls, a lot of ground balls, a lot of double plays. That's hurting too. If you're going to hit ground balls, you kind of don't necessarily want to hit them to the pull side all the time because that's where the defense is shifted into, and we've been doing that an awful lot, hitting a lot of pull side ground balls, and that's going to lead to double plays, and when that happens, then of course the base runners that you're getting aren't scoring, and hit somebody, but then it turns out to be so what.
What about this kid from Mars? Anybody that followed West Virginia and maybe be loyal to the Mountaineers knew what this kid was all about. If you went to Mars High School, you knew what this kid was all about. But it's playing real big at the major league level with J.J. Weatherholt, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, no matter what anybody does at the high school level, there's still a lot to prove, once you get up to the big leagues. And, he was obviously very good in West Virginia. I think that's where he really stepped his game up a lot and became a first-round draft pick, early first-round draft pick. And he's playing like that right now, man. I tell you, that's one of the best 4-game series I've seen anybody have.
Got another Jay Happ on our hands, don't we?
He topped it off today. Well,
beating up on the hometown team. That's not good. I don't like that.
I don't know if I've ever even seen Happ do this.
I know. It was even better than Happ.
Yeah, he was even with the glove out there. He was making some great plays. I mean, he had an awesome series.
He really did. And Walkie, it's not going to get any easier. One of the hotter teams and better teams right now leading the division, the Reds. Someone, and going back, and thankfully I can go back with you because you were there. Back in the day, it was always Doug Drabeck. If there was a losing streak going on in the 90s, when Doug Drabeck got the ball, it was over. The bleeding was stopped. I really felt 100% that, Paul Skeens is such a prideful guy, and he knew his team needed him today. I guess you got to give the Cardinals credit because they didn't let him shut him down.
Yeah, another thing too, it's not as easy, I think, for a starter to be that guy nowadays because of the fact that you just don't really get to pitch too much. A Doug or say a Verlander, guys like that, they used to go out there and they were going to have a dominant, complete game. That's what they were going to do to put an end to things. Even nowadays, if a starter goes out and is dominant, it's dominant for 6 innings. You're still going to have a couple of different guys really step up with the hammer in that bullpen as well. So it's hard for it to be a one-man show anymore. To have that stopper type guy out there. It's nowadays everything is. It takes a village. You got to have everybody.
Now, Walkie, in terms of, I've always said to have a great year, and been following the Pirates forever, as you know. You can't let these losing streaks get too long because, to me, to have that great season, you better at some point put together a winning streak of an equal or larger, state. And I don't see right now the Pirates putting together 5, 6, 7 wins in a row. So they got to find a way to put this to an end.
I don't agree with you there.
Okay.
I think that the Pirates do have a team that you could put, we just lost 4 in a row. You could win the next 4 in a row, and I wouldn't be shocked by that. You think of some of the games that we've already seen our pitching staff throw. They can go out there and get it done for us as a team. As I made a joke as a village. I like our staff. I think that they can go and they can get hot and shut people down in a series or maybe even 2 series in a row. And even though our offense, is not a league leading type offense, I don't think it's going to be as strong on a league rating wise as our pitching staff is, but they're far, far better than they were last year. So I think that, we can go out and have some 5, 6 run winning streaks this year of our own. I see that coming on. I hope it does. It's not like it's etched in stone that we're going to play like that, but I think we have the ability to go out and have some situations like that to where we can move up in the standings quite a bit in 1 week just by getting hot.
And the thing I loved about the early part of the season, they hadn't lost 2 in a row until like week 4 into the season. How do you think? I think this will be a good, for the manager, pretty young in the managerial style of things for Donnie Kelly and for this team. A lot of new pieces, a lot of new parts. This is a real opportunity to see how they deal with adversity.
Yeah, I mean, this is the first time they've really got, knocked back on their rear ends a little bit, and okay, here we go. What are you going to do about it? That's even a couple of times where we'd lost, a tough game here or there. It was like, okay, I think I've used this saying a couple of times this year. There's no time machine. We can't go backwards now and change what happened. It's how you react the next day. What are you going to do about it? That's what counts. And we'll see in this next series what happens. Are we going to cry about this one, or are we going to go out and stand up and fight back? And I think they'll answer this in a way where they'll stand up and they'll fight back. I will be very surprised if that is not the case here in these next 3 games.
And I think Donnie Kelly's the guy to challenge him to do that. Walkie, thanks so much for the time. We appreciate it. You do a great job as always. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Paul. Talk to you later.
All right. Bob Walk, the outstanding former pitcher and one of the great nicknames. If you weren't familiar with Walkie during his playing days, a lot of people called him the Whirly Bird. I'm not sure. I should have asked him that while we had him on the air, but I always thought that was a great Pirate nickname. Not a great day today for Paul Skeens. Certainly not a good day for the Bucs in general. They lose 10-5, get swept by the Cardinals in 4 straight. That's their 5th straight loss in a row. They open a series with the Reds tomorrow. More details about this one and how it went down coming up on the Og Murphy and Perkowski Reaction Show presented by Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration. Og Murphy and Perkowski, we are all in, and we'll be right back. Right here on the Voice of Pittsburgh News Radio, KDKA.
After an accident, you need an injury attorney who fights for you. Og, Murphy, and Perkowski are ready to take on the insurance companies and win you the compensation you deserve. Call 412-391-FIRM. Og, Murphy, Perkowski, the firm. We're all in.
There's a new kind of energy at Starbucks. When your day needs a reset, try the all-new energy refreshers. Strawberry acai, mango dragon fruit, or the all-new mango strawberry. The refreshers you love, now with extra caffeine. New energy refreshers only at Starbucks.
Staples has hundreds of ways to grow your business this spring, like spectacular signs, brilliant brochures, eye-popping posters, mouth-watering menus, and more. Shop now through June 13th and save up to $150 on all your custom prints. Staples, that was easy.
Sir Grout Pittsburgh specializes in hard surface restoration. Whether it's tile or grout cleaning and sealing or natural stone restoration, Sir Grout will transform and renew floors, kitchens, foyers, mudrooms, bathroom showers, and countertops. They can restore the beauty and luster of natural stone with polishing and preventative stain sealant processes. Sir Grout trained technicians can even change the grout color to update the area's look and style. Call 412-960-6310 now to book your appointment.
In a world in need of a hero, one man rises to the challenge in style. He is...
just driving the kids to soccer practice.
Make every day feel epic in the all-new Hyundai Palisade Hybrid with up to an EPA-estimated 619 miles of range on select trims, advanced tech, and class-leading interior space. Visit HyundaiUSA.com or call 562-314-4603 for more details.
And hey, come on, no cleats on the seats.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance tech at a university, he knows ordering from multiple suppliers takes time away from keeping their arena up and running. That's why he counts on Grainger to get everything he needs, from lighting and HVAC parts to plumbing supplies, all in one place. And with fast, dependable delivery, he's stocked and ready for the next tip-off. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
I'm Bob Burke, founder and chairman of Burke America Parts Group, a family of brands that includes RepairClinic.com, an appliance and HVAC parts solution company that's grown into an international brand. Before AmericanEagle.com, we partially launched a new technology platform developed by another firm. American Eagle helped take our technology to a whole new level with digital marketing, software development, and business insights into our key markets, appliances, HVAC, and outdoor power equipment, and did so both on time and on budget. AmericanEagle.com has the resources, experience, and talent needed to produce solutions. Our new technology platform, developed by AmericanEagle.com, has produced tremendous results with higher traffic, conversion, engagement, and online revenue. If you have any home repairs you need to take care of, check us out at RepairClinic.com. If you need a world-class website or technology project, then I would highly recommend AmericanEagle.com.
Call AmericanEagle.com at 773-NETWORK. That's AmericanEagle.com, 773-NETWORK.
There's electricity in the crowd, but when you have electrical problems, you need a family-owned business you can trust. Call Pellman Electric. Pellman Electric has been in business for over 25 years, and their qualified electricians can handle any project. Residential or commercial, outlet repairs in your house, to completing a high-rise office building, Pellman Electric will tackle any job. And if the power goes out, Pellman offers generator installation services. Visit them at PellmanElectric.com. You depend on electricity, depend on Pellman.
Hey guys, thanks for taking my call.
You're listening to the Og Murphy and Prikoski Fan Reaction Show on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Welcome back. Bucks have now lost 5 in a row. They get swept by the Cardinals, and this is the State Your Case segment brought to you by Hampton Beer Outlet. Sam Adams Summer Beers, your favorite porch rocker, summer ale, and great new Star Spangled Variety Pack, 12-pack of cans, just $19.99. Why don't we let Greg state his case? Greg, state your case, would you?
Hey, Paul, how's it going? Hey, my issue right now is this pitching staff. I mean, it stinks. It really does. And you know what? And we got rid of our old pitching coach for this new dude, and we're worse. And, I know everybody says, oh, Kelly's a good manager. Look, he has to prove it. This is a prove season. I mean, the fans in this town want a playoff game. We don't want, we'll be good, maybe we'll be good. But we want a playoff season this year. We're getting fed up with this stuff. And this division's good. We can't keep losing games like this and losing 4 or 5 straight.
Yeah, I really, just talking with Bob Walk, the one thing that scares me is when they tank, when they go on these, tangents of bad baseball. I love the fact early on they didn't lose 2 games in a row the first 4 weeks of the season. That's the way you stay and hover right around that 500 mark or a little bit above. And I think that's important because I'll have to disagree with Bob Walk. I said, you know what? You can't have losing streaks that you can't equal on the winning side. That's not the way you're going to, put yourself in contention for playoff baseball. You can't have longer losing streaks than you do win streaks. And I don't see them winning 5 or 6 games in a row right now. They're just not playing good enough baseball. And I don't put it on the pitching coach. I don't put it on the manager. The players are the ones that need to be accountable. And right now, they're not getting it done.
Well, this is my big complaint about this team this year. They went into the season, they really needed another starter, a veteran starter, a left-hander, at least a left-hander, maybe a right-hander. But now they have 2 guys in the back of the rotation that are not starters. And I never trust Keller. I like him, but he has his moments where he has meltdowns too. And Skeens eventually is going to have have a bad game.
Yeah, I
just don't see it.
We have to give it a little time. I mean, you have to let baseball marinate a little bit. We have a football mentality in this town. And when you only have 17 regular season games, or in college football you have 12 games, every game is huge. Now, you don't want a 5-game losing streak. I don't like it any more than you. But it's 16 and 16. I mean, you have 1,000 more games. I mean, there's a lot of time to get things squared away. There's just no time to panic here. That's all.
Well, the only thing is, where's the solution for the pitcher? Where are the solutions? Because the minor league doesn't have the players we think they have right now.
Well, Jared Jones is going to be up end of May, beginning of June. That is a really good bit of news right there.
How many innings can he pitch, though, with that injury? He can't pitch 6-7 innings.
Well, not to start, but, they're going to build him up. He pitched 3 innings last night, 40 pitches or 41 pitches, hit 101 miles an hour a couple of times. So that is really good news that he's coming up. And some of those guys like Bubba Chandler, he's going to figure it out. I mean, a lot of these guys are still pretty young as starters. We got to give them a little time to figure things out. And once they do, I think you'll see a little better result.
But that's a problem. When we won those 3 years in the playoffs, we had veteran pitchers on the team. Loiza, Burnett. We had veteran pitchers.
Yeah, Liriano. Yeah, there's a big difference.
Yeah, we had pitchers that could go 7 innings and 8 innings. They ate up a ton of innings. Even when Cole was young pitcher, he ate up a lot of innings. So these guys eat up 0 innings. They're pitching. Even Skeens doesn't. I know he said he pitches a lot of innings, but I see him going out pitches. Innings.
And you know what?
Yeah,
maybe they're falling in love with the strikeout a little bit. I don't mind, a 15-pitch inning, a 14-pitch inning. I mean, that was you want to talk about 13, 14, and 15. Ray Searage basically, he almost ruined Cole by not allowing him to strike people out because he wanted 3 and 4 pitch at bats. And maybe there's a little mix of the two that can make that work. And, Greg, thanks so much for the call. Have a great weekend ahead here. There is a little something to be said about, strikeouts are great. And you know what? If you want to know my point, you know what? Paul Skeens had a lot of strikeouts today. He had 9. He also gave up 4 earned runs and 2 home runs in the first inning. I don't care about the strikeouts anymore when that's the case. All right, we'll be back with plenty more right here on the Og, Murphy, and Prikoski Reaction Show, presented by Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration. Og, Murphy, and Prikoski, we're all in. So are we right here on the Voice of Pittsburgh News Radio, KDKA.
Family-owned D'Amelio Heating and Cooling services heating, cooling, commercial refrigeration, and tap beer systems. D'Amelio services all brands and provides 24-hour service. D'Amelio's Heating and Cooling is a Carrier Factory certified dealer. D'Amelio Inc. is a family-owned Pennsylvania heating and air conditioner contractor invested in providing you with the very finest strategies, heating and cooling systems at reasonable cost. D'Amelio 724-838-9360.
In today's fast-moving job market, staying ahead means keeping your skills sharp. At University of Maryland Global Campus, we help keep your capabilities cutting edge with our skills-based education programs designed to move your career forward. Explore more than 135 degrees and certificates in business, cybersecurity, and more. Apply now and save with no application fee. Classes start May 13th. Learn more at umgc.edu. Certified to operate in Virginia by Chef.
Progressive knows that for business owners, vacations hit different. But hey, at least you finally took a vacation. And look at that. You only answered 53 calls, 84 emails, onboarded 1 new hire, and covered for Chris while he's out on paternity leave, and you did it all from a kayak. Because you, my friend, know how to relax. All right, you may not know how to take a day off, but you do know both your personal and business auto insurance needs can be covered in one place with Progressive. So at least that's relaxing, right? Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states or situations.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along. Which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
ZipRecruiter. My friends at NASCO Roofing take pride in exceeding customer expectations. Stephanie from Murraysville used NASCO for minor roof repairs. When a storm created substantial roof damage, she called NASCO. NASCO worked with Stephanie's insurance company and installed a beautiful brand new roof. NASCO has satisfied thousands like Stephanie. Get NASCO on your roof. Call NASCO Roofing, 412-373-2000, 412-373-2000. Most jobs done in a day. Special financing available. NASCO Roofing. NASCO.
The Pittsburgh Speaker Series at Heinz Hall, presented by University of Pittsburgh, announces its 26-27 season. 7 events to challenge your mind, enlarge your world, and make you laugh. With Anderson Cooper, former UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson, historian Anne Applebaum, financial journalist Andrew Ross Sorkin, and the former U.S. Ambassador to China, Nicholas Burns. The series is sponsored by News Radio KDKA and the Spanos Group of Raymond James. Tickets on sale now at pittsburghspeakers.com. panhandlecleaningandrestoration.org.
When disaster strikes your home or business, Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration of Pittsburgh is ready to help. Our certified team handles everything from emergency cleanup to full reconstruction, working directly with your insurance to make the process simple. Available 24/7, we respond fast and restore your property with care, honesty, and experience you can trust. Visit panhandlecr.com. Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration, restoring Pittsburgh's peace of mind.
Murphy and Prikoski Fan Reaction Show on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
With this 5-game stretch, the losing skid, what are the things that you feel that need to be executed better in order to get out of this specific stretch?
Yeah, I think that from a pitching standpoint, just continuing to get ahead, doing the things that we did early on this season, get ahead pitching-wise, make the plays that we need to make on defense, and then put good swings on the ball. I thought that, again, the offense came alive, looking to get that started earlier in the game from the first inning. I thought we did a good job of staying with it and giving ourselves opportunities. And when we get runners in scoring position, not trying to go up and do too much. Just stay within yourself and drive the ball gap to gap, take the base hits when we can get them. And that timely hitting is going to be huge as we go through the season.
Donnie Kelly, after the game, Pirates have now lost 5 in a row. They lose 10-5 to the Cardinals today. That's a 4-game sweep of the Redbirds here in Pittsburgh. That manager press conference brought to you by when disaster strikes in your home, your business, call Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration. When we come back, we're going to have a player of the game, an electric moment of the game, and a look ahead to the series that opens tomorrow with the visiting Cincinnati Reds. All right here on the Og Murphy and Prikoski Reaction Show presented by Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration. Og Murphy and Prikoski, we're all in.
In today's fast-moving job market, staying ahead means keeping your skills sharp. At University of Maryland Global Campus, we help keep your capabilities cutting edge with our skills-based education programs designed to move your career forward. Explore more than 135 degrees and certificates in business, cybersecurity, and more. Apply now and save with no application fee. Classes start May 13th. Learn more at umgc.edu. Certified to operate in Virginia by Chev.
Progressive knows that for business owners, vacations hit different. But hey, at least you finally took a vacation. And look at that. You only answered 53 calls, 84 emails, onboarded 1 new hire, and covered for Chris while he's out on paternity leave, and you did it all from a kayak. Because you, my friend, know how to relax. All right, you may not know how to take a day off, but you do know both your personal and business auto insurance needs can be covered in one place with Progressive. So at least that's relaxing, right? Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states or situations.
This is the highlight of my morning. Hey, what's up? It's Island.
And I'm Josh.
And a little thing we love about the Chick-fil-A Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Biscuit is that it's our go-to morning comfort.
You've got that nice golden fluffy egg.
With a soft, flaky biscuit.
Crispy bacon.
Melty cheese.
You want something quick, you want something convenient, but most of all, you want something good.
There's no better way to start your morning.
There we go.
Start off the morning with a Chick-fil-A Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Biscuit with Simply Orange Juice. Order on the Chick-fil-A app today. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
My name is Christine, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, was a healthy 34-year-old, and 3 months later, he was gone. Thankfully, he had life insurance. Ethos made it so easy. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. 100% online, no medical exam. Life insurance didn't take away the loss, but it did give us the space to just grieve.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/save. Ethos.com/save. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Family-owned D'Amelio Heating and Cooling services heating, cooling, commercial refrigeration, and tap beer systems. D'Amelio services all brands and provides 24-hour service. D'Amelio's Heating and Cooling is a Carrier Factory certified dealer. D'Amelio Inc. is a family-owned Pennsylvania heating and air conditioner contractor invested in providing you with the very finest strategies, heating and cooling systems at reasonable cost. D'Amelio 724-838-9360. Catastrophic injuries bring emotional strain, physical pain, and financial stress. You don't have to face it alone. Og, Murphy, and Prikoski will fight to get you the compensation you deserve. Call 412-391-FIRM today. Og, Murphy, Prikoski, the firm. We're all in.
Now more of the Og, Murphy, and Prikoski Fan Reaction Show on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Here's the 2-0, a swing and a fly ball out to right, and that's a home run for Weatherholt. 1-0 Cardinals as Weatherholt greets Skeens with a home run.
And that, unfortunately, him being a visiting player, is our electric player of the game. Pelham Electric, cutting-edge electrical contractors covering the tri-state. You want to talk about setting a tone for a game. A leadoff home run against the reigning National League Cy Young Award winner. They followed up with a Walker home run, a 2-run shot. All of a sudden, it's 3-0 Cardinals before the Pirates even had a bat in their hands. So J.J. Weatherholt, he's a Mars native. For all I can take in, I've heard nothing but great things about him. That's his 7th home run. This kid is just on fire. And as Bob Walk said, he's never seen anyone have a better 4-game series against the Pirates than J.J. Weatherholt had this past 4 games here in Pittsburgh. Absolutely unbelievable. Now, as far as our play of the game, why don't we give Brandon Lau a little love here?
Here's a 1-2. Swing, fly ball. This one's hit away back and gone. Home run for Brandon Lau. He homers off the lefty. Home run number 8. And the Pirates within a run. It's 5-4.
And that was a key there. Play of the game brought to you by Sir Grout, your local tile, grout, and stone restoration specialist. Got the Pirates within a run. It's 5-4. You have a chance. Until you didn't. Who's hot and who's cold? That one's a little tough. I was really hoping it was going to be Nick Gonzalez. He came into the game with a 10-game hitting streak. So I'm going to say that he was hot, and that's presented by D'Amelio's HVAC in Greensburg. Your comfort is their business. He had that hitting streak snapped today, but he brought a 10-game hitting streak, so he was hot. No question about that. The insurance run of the game brought to you by NJM Insurance. NJM, no jingles or mascots, just great insurance. Damn. Didn't have one of those either, did we? No, we have to come up and get a little creative here, but I don't have that. I don't have anything for an insurance run that doesn't exist. And protecting the lead. The Pirates never had a lead in this one. They were down 3-0 in the first inning. Had they had a lead, you know what? We would have been so happy to tell you that was presented by Guardian Protection, your hometown security company. Here's something we can absolutely tell you about. Tomorrow's game will be against the red-hot Cincinnati Reds, leading the division right now at 19-13, managed by Beaver County's own Tito Francona. They're hot, man. Pella Windows and Doors, PellaPittsburgh.com. They bring us tomorrow's matchup between the Pirates and the Reds. I want to thank Margot Rensel, who did an outstanding job. I want to make sure that you stick around because Colin Dunlap is next, along with our man, Pat Septak. Will have the news right here at the bottom of the hour. Thanks so much for being with us. Pirates come up on the short end, 10-5, your final today. The Bucs will be back in action tomorrow at PNC Park. Goodbye, everybody.
This Odyssey Sports broadcast has been brought to you by Geico. Switch and save. Get more with Geico.
News, weather, traffic, and business every day. Hear it on News Radio KDKA.
In Pittsburgh, Chase is proud to root for the home team because they're our team too. We cheer from the bleachers and on the sidelines. We cheer for gymnasts and quarterbacks. And with more than 25 local Chase branches and 5,000 nationwide, we are right beside you, Pittsburgh. Neighborhood bankers, digital tools, national strength. Chase, make more of what's yours.
JP Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC.
From the Aetna Medicare Studios.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
It is 50 degrees and under cloudy skies at 4:30 at Pittsburgh International. I'm Pat Septak. The news is brought to you by PJ Fitzpatrick for your home's windows, siding, doors, and bath. Trust PJ.com. Well, this afternoon, the city of Pittsburgh announced another organization has made a financial commitment to the city. News Radio KDK's Rob Taylor has that story.
The Richard King Mellon Foundation is contributing $1.9 million to the city of Pittsburgh. $1 million of it will go towards the city's Learn and Earn program. That gives young people ages 14 to 23 a chance to have a summer job. But the R.K. Mellon Foundation's contribution will now allow the program to be...
That's huge. That's life-changing for some of our kids in the city of Pittsburgh. So very excited. I think that's a huge win for everyone.
Mayor Corey O'Connor also says funds will be used to redesign Mellon Square storefronts downtown into a new restaurant. Rob Taylor, News Radio KDKA.
Meanwhile, there's a new tuition-free program for students at several regional campuses. News Radio KDKA's David Ballerano has that.
The University of Pittsburgh announced the program is for eligible students at its Bradford, Greensburg, and Johnstown campuses, as well as students in the Titusville nursing program. Students whose household adjusted gross income is $75,000 or less will pay $0 in tuition. The schools will cover whatever remains after student aid has been applied. There's no special form to fill out. The campuses will apply the grants